welcome.
Welcome.
Kamagelo.
Sanumkela.
Sonzela.
Wamkelekile.
To the 117th state of the puppet nation.
Let's get it on. This week, Blade Nzimande is suspicious.
I can hear them coming.
And Barack Obama is cold.
Want to see my snow pics?
All this and more. But first, this.
A Zuma Must Fall song has gone viral.
The song is, unusual and invokes imagery of Mandela crying over the current state of the country.
It's safe to say not everyone is a fan.
No, Steve is not a fan.
I actually really didn't even expect that. You know, I would have thought that you'd love this song.
He does, he loves it, that's his point.
Steve Hofmeyer has a point.
They should have asked him to be on it. He even wrote his own verse, check it.
Do we have to?
Fuck yeah. We have to stop the white genocide. People dying in this place. There are so many other people who deserve to die that aren't from the African race. Zuma must fall.
Totally. I really think you captured the feel-good message they were going for.
Hashtag Steve must rise.
It hasn't exactly been smooth flying for FlySafe Air so far this year.
2 flights have been badly affected by technical faults, including oxygen masks descending, planes nosediving, and extreme turbulence.
Remarkably, people are still booking tickets on the airline, which proves that if you make something cheap enough, people just don't care.
Well, I guess that's it. Nothing else we can do. Nope. It's now or never. Folks, this is your captain speaking. We're experiencing some mild turbulence right now, but nothing really to worry about. Please fasten your seatbelts, as we'll soon attempt to take off.
And David Cameron is facing some heat for his decision to deport refugees who can't pass an English test.
In a great show of irony, the announcement about this test misspelled the word language, for which the government has since apologized.
Sir, the party feels that you should take the test yourself to show good spirit.
Yes, very good idea. Jolly good. Let's get on with it. No time like the present.
Spell Britain.
Britain.
Well done, sir. Now, in the sentence, it's cold in Britain, is there an apostrophe in it's?
Bit of a jump, eh, from question 1 to question 2?
I will advise the test setters, sir.
Jolly good. Well, I'm glad we looked at that then.
Your answer, sir.
Oh, my answer. Gosh, well, you see, I'm afraid I forgot the question now, and I simply don't have time
in
to
the
go...
sentence, it's cold in Britain, is there an apostrophe?
Oh, sod it! I could never get the hang of apostrophes. Just let the whole bloody lot of them in then. See if I care. Blinking apostrophes. Just tell them straight. It is cold in Britain. It bloody damn is!
It really is. But we need to deal with the apostrophe.
Stars shining bright on TV. Night breezes, but the sunburn still gets me. Oh yes, it's 2016, baby. Stir a little shit with me. Oh. Today, in order to help our economy and SAA and Eskom and make more water fall from the sky, we're going to make profit rolls. They're like profiteroles, but with more money in it. First, we need a nice, solid base to start from. Yeah. Then, we take a few calculated risks. Ooh. Okay, whilst always remembering the bottom line. Okay? And now, just stir up your shit. Ooh, that Zuma really must fall. Can you believe that he lets his girlfriend run SAA? Okay, X of X, current, who cares? And did you see that picture of the two of them on Facebook? I mean, sure, everyone said it was fake, but how are we, the innocent citizens, supposed to know that? Ooh, I think that's almost enough shit. Just add a little heat. And there you have it. A great, big, huge profit roll. Oh, wait, hang on. Where's the cash? Waar's my geld?
Minister of Higher Education and Training, Blade Nzimande, has said that factions with the ANC, SACP and COSATU are using the hashtag Fees Must Fall to try and get rid of him.
So the entire protest movement was actually about him.
It seems so.
I saw them coming. Hordes of neoliberal fascists progressing towards me. Masses of anti-revolutionary capitalists advancing in my direction. Who? The students, propelled by the bloody agent hiding within the ANC and SACP waiting to spread their parasitic bourgeois agenda.
Where?
On the TV, in the newspapers.
You mean you saw the student protests on TV?
I witnessed their nouveau protest progressing into my direction, but they won't find me, not under this rock.
Wait, so you think the students are out to get you?
Of course they are. Instruments of the wolves in sheep's clothing, puppets of the traitorous separationist undercurrent of proto-socialists hiding amongst the true revolutionaries.
You don't think maybe the students just wanted you and the government to drop the price of higher education?
Preposterous! Why would they ask for the insurmountable? No, they want my job.
All of them?
Every last one.
Mr. Nzimande?
Shh! We are sitting with a peripheral problem here. I can hear them coming.
South Africa's football authorities have called FIFA presidential candidate Turku Sekwale to ask him to explain his election campaign strategy to them.
SAFA is reportedly concerned about Sekwale's leadership and want to be informed of his future plans.
Mr. Sekwale, wait. Why are you wearing a prison uniform?
As part of my campaign, I will be reminding the people that I shared a jail cell with President Mandela.
And how is that going to help your campaign for FIFA presidency?
I shared a jail cell with Madiba.
We heard you the first time.
And it's still true. I shared a jail cell with the old man.
Yes, we know. How is that going to help you become FIFA president?
Are you for real? Isn't it obvious?
Actually, it's kind of weird.
Madiba was president. We slept on the floor together when we were prisoners, making me just like him. So I can be president of anything, really.
No, that's not how it works.
Of course it is. What else matters?
Is it true that you'll be missing a vital African Confederations Cup meeting and rather fly to Europe?
Oh, come on. The food is just better where I'm going.
Oh, good. You're thinking like a president already.
Media giant Naspers are not letting Gareth Cliff off lightly.
Mnet CEO submitted a statement detailing exactly why he was bad for the brand and their bottom line.
Cliff still insists they were wrong to dismiss him, but admits his statements were badly thought through.
And that's because you don't know the first thing about free speech. You retarded ignoramus. You are about as intelligent as an actual baboon. You don't know
Gareth,
first...
I'm going to have to stop you there. Pathetic. You're just not believable. Zero edge, all the personality of a vanilla ice cream. I mean, this is South Africa. If you're going to be racist, yeah, you've got to give it balls. If I was voting people through just for being annoying, you'd get my vote. But quite frankly, that was as successful as a Britney wedding. It's a no for me.
Gwede Mantashe has confirmed that he is not a sex doctor.
People were confused about this?
Apparently someone wrote him asking for help as his wife was ignoring him and giving tenders to a new boyfriend.
No. As I said to him, I cannot take his wife to the bedroom. There are ANC matters and then there are private matters.
Well, yes, that should be clear.
Excuse me. ANC together we can do more. No, comrade, no. I can't help you finding Viagra. Where was I? Oh, yes. I work for the ANC.
No one ever doubted that.
ANC together we can... Your daughter did what? She drew a mustache on you with permanent marker right before your job interview. I'm sorry, man, but there is nothing I can do to help.
Perhaps the problem is that a lot of people aren't entirely sure what your job entails.
Yes, what does a Secretary General do?
No. It's a noble job. First held by Solplace, I am the Chief Administrative Officer of the ANC. I am in charge of communication. I convey instructions. And it's a complex and nuanced senior position that ANC, together we can do more. What?
Oh, good. It's you. I wanted to know if you have that list of what I gave my wife for Christmas. I need to buy some more presents and I can't keep track.
Go on, tell him.
The difference between the personal and the political.
No. Yes, I will email it over right now, my president.
What makes you white? Is it the color of your skin? Your eyes? The shape of your nose?
White.
Is it your hair? Is it where you live? Is it your guilt?
So, did you read the article about the woman in the UK who was the victim of a yogurt attack?
A what now?
A yogurt attack. Someone threw a yogurt at her.
Well, that hardly seems newsworthy.
And you know, it was while she was prepping for a crochet class.
You're not helping your cause.
The same paper recently covered a fight between a duck and a dog that the duck lost, but it kept its bow tie and had another pint of beer afterwards.
Thank you.
For?
Reminding me why I loathe small towns. Ugh.
Lindiwe Mazibuko re-entered the political fray this week, speaking out about all the white men pulling the strings in the DA.
Maimane hit back, saying Mazibuko had chosen to leave the political party, and basically she should therefore also have left her opinions about it behind.
Sure, they're white men, but no one tells me what to do. I make my own rules. I believe that's right. Lindy had plenty of time to complain about white men when she was in the party.
Could it possibly be that the white men are part of the reason she left?
She left. She has nothing to do with the party anymore. I'm calling the shots. She's at Harvard busy...
And we're crossing there right now.
Oh, great.
Note to self, always check if anyone else is on the bill with you.
I did leave to go to Harvard, and the view from here is much clearer.
As I was saying earlier, Lindy had plenty of time to complain about white men when she was in the party. And what a pity no one listened then.
Earlier, it seemed like you were criticizing Lindiwe.
Were you criticizing me, Mmusi?
Well,
Note to self, find vaguer ways of being rude.
It's okay. I criticize you often.
In fact, I was expressing my own frustration that you and I never really had the chance to be colleagues, comrades in arms. I feel we both could have benefited, as well as the party and the country.
That was a very elegant answer. Who SMS'd it to you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I wasn't SMSing him answers, I promise.
No, she wasn't. It was WhatsApp.
As the country prepares to breathe a collective sigh of relief when President Zuma steps down in 2019...
We still have 3 more years to go.
It's not too soon to start the countdown. Succession rumors have gained momentum around AU chairperson Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma.
You know we do news, not gossip.
But you want to hear the gossip.
Of course.
If Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma stands for AU chairperson again, then she can't run for South African president.
Campaigns take time.
They do. So we all are waiting to see which way she goes.
Well, let's ask her. And joining us today for the first time is chairperson of the African Union, Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma. Welcome to Puppet Nation.
Thank you for having me here.
Yes, let's get straight to it. Are you running for South African president in 2019?
Well, firstly, being the president of South Africa is a very big responsibility, and it is a job for a person who will be able to do it justice.
Yes, but you'll be running for the job.
As you know, usually the president is elected by the ruling party after first having been elected as president of the ruling party. And I know that that person will be a qualified candidate for the role of president for the country.
Okay, so will you be running for the leadership of the ANC?
Of course. If you look back historically, elections of the president of the ruling party are hotly contested.
Just answer the question. I don't know if the country can handle another 5 years of a Zuma who won't answer questions.
President Zuma is an impossible man to compare me to. We have very different leadership styles.
Will you be staying with the AU for another term?
If one is elected to the post, one is honored just to serve the AU.
But do you want it?
Your question is...
Never mind.
Avoiding questions, refusing to answer anything directly. She's acting presidential already.
Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan spoke in the place of President Jacob Zuma at the World Economic Forum held in Davos, Switzerland last week.
Zuma was a last-minute no-show, but Pravin covered for him nicely.
How was Davos?
Sorry. Cold. Very cold.
Well, it was very nice here at home, where I got to stay. Heat wave after heat wave.
And all these people ask a lot of questions. They kept me there for hours in the cold. Can't they feel the cold?
I would have thought you felt the heat with all the questions. Questions just for you, not me.
And the white people won't stop complaining about this investment bill of yours.
Oh, no. Now it's yours. All yours, not mine. You can mollycoddle the foreign investors and make them feel safe. You know, when you are unemployed, there is a great spa I know.
Unemployed? What did you hear?
Did Dudumi and call you about getting SAA to fly to Sudan?
Yes.
Did you tell them what a great idea it is?
To introduce a route to Sudan? Oh, well, I mean, there's obviously impact and need assessments to be done, but currently I can't see the benefit.
Well, then, like I said, it's a great spa.
Whew. I can't believe January is almost over.
Yes, that's how the calendar works.
I'm going to have to stop wishing people happy 2016.
Yes, you probably should.
Do you not care at all?
Of course I care. End of January paycheck.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose that's some consolation.
Yes, well, let's see if Rian can cheer you up further.
Debora, Justice, ooh, how fantastic it is to see you again. It's a highlight of my week to be in the company of two great minds.
Good to see you. How are you?
Oh, very well, thank you. I was cleaning up my house after the long holiday and I found my old pet Tamagotchi, and it was still alive and well.
Wait, is that even possible? I mean, those things die if you just look at them funny.
It was amazing. It looked like it had barely aged a day.
It must be something in the air at Rian's house.
Sir, Rian, when are you taking us today?
Well, Debora, it's been 31 years since Nelson Mandela refused the apartheid government's offer to release him from prison. Let me take you back. Good evening, goeienaand. The incarcerated leader of the banned African National Congress, Nelson Mandela, has once again refused an opportunity to be released from prison. The offer came from President P.W. Botha, who said he would release Mandela on condition that he renounce violent protest against the nationalist government.
That ungrateful black bastard! I extend the hand of true Afrikaner generosity to this donner's a terrorist, and he acts like I just offered him a doos full cock. Now listen. If he only wants to get out so he can start more of his nonsense, he can bloody well rot in jail.
Your offer is unacceptable. The ANC is still banned, and violence is the only form of resistance still open to the liberation movement.
Then stop bloody resisting, damn it. Let the Afrikaner get on with leading the country as God intended and go get a job as a garden boy or something.
Mr. Botha,
Perhaps if the government unbanned the ANC, you could have peaceful negotiations. Peaceful negotiations? Listen, there will be no negotiations with terrorists while I am around, and no bloody peace either. Can you imagine what would happen if we unbanned those degenerate monkeys? They'll turn the country into an apocalyptic wasteland in a matter of hours. Goodness, that's a bit pessimistic. You mark my words, Meneer. You can't trust these blacks with a dead cat. They'll bite the hand that feeds them while stealing the cock right out of your asshole.
Well, it looks like the struggle will endure to continue.
For how long?
As long as it takes. A lot to continue.
You see, he can't even speak bloody English. You struggle all you want. You'll never get another offer to get out of jail. Not as long as the National Party is in power.
I love watching the US election build-up. It's like my favorite TV series.
You realize it's more serious than that, hey?
Yeah, of course, sure. But the big debates, the crazy characters, I mean, Sarah Palin, you can't make that shit up.
And the fact that the potential leader of the most powerful nation in the world could soon be a racist, bigoted, vindictive, egomaniac.
Yes, spoiler alert.
Let's cross to our Washington desk where Scott Pelley has the US news.
The Democratic and Republican primaries are quickly approaching, and this is shaping up to be one of the weirdest presidential battles of all time. Astonishingly, Bernie Sanders, the longest-serving independent congressional in history, who quite possibly killed off the dinosaurs for being too capitalist, is now killing it in the polls. While the right would like you to write him off as a crazy old man, their argument is pretty much null and void because their blazing frontrunner is still Donald Trump. I just said your name, Mr. Trump. I didn't actually want to interview you.
Don't you want to know who I'm going to randomly kill?
Surely, if you know already, it's not random.
I could randomly kill you.
I'm going to just carry on. Trailing far, far behind Trump, the second on the list of Republican hopefuls is Ted Cruz, who everyone hates. Literally. Remember Everybody Loves Raymond? They could make the exact physical opposite of that show with Ted Cruz. There's a German term, Backpfeifungsgesicht, which means a face that needs to be slapped. If you look that up in the dictionary, you will find a picture of Ted Cruz. Donald Trump.
I hate Ted Cruz.
I still wasn't actually wanting to talk to you.
Ted Cruz is the human equivalent of diarrhea. No one wants it, no one wants to be around it, and yet somehow it keeps spreading places.
I'm gonna keep talking and ignoring you.
You can ignore me all you want, news guy, until I'm president. Then you'll be forced to have me on your show whenever I want.
The other strong Democratic candidate is, of course, Hillary Clinton, who it seems might win the entire election because she isn't Bernie Sanders, Ted Cruz, or Donald Trump. Mr. Trump, since you're here...
I'm leaving. I'm allergic to that bleeding woman's name. It gives me a rash, like herpes.
So with the first primaries looming, I believe you may have left me out.
You left out my brother Jeb. That's not okay.
Thanks, Georgie. Yeah, I can't be left out.
My bro's gonna win. How's he gonna win? If you leave him out.
And apparently we are joined by Republican candidate Jeb Bush and his brother, former President George W. Bush.
Hell yeah.
We just wanted to let you know that we're going to win. America needs another Bush.
Oh yeah, that's a real thing. Winners over here. Winning hashtag.
I think it goes hashtag winning.
That's what I said.
That's what he said. And that's about all I can stomach for now. Instead, let's check in and see how current President Barack Obama has been spending his crucial last months in office.
We had a snow day.
Ah, yes, the blizzard. Did that cause major damage?
Heck no, I caused major damage because of how cool I am. Want to see my snow pics?
I'd rather discuss your policies
Here's me snowboarding through Manhattan. And here's me ramping cars.
Mr. President, I don't really think that...
And here's Bo doing a loop-de-loop.
That's probably the hardest working, most admired person in U.S. politics this week, folks. A skiing dog.
Hello and welcome to Figila Explains with me,
Fikile Mbalula, Minister of Sport, and Rise Matia. Today, we are going to learn about the brutally, phantasmagorically intense and emotionally combative game of 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30. For this, you will need this Nobel board game, an egg timer, and friends. Oh, enemies. First, you must guess as many right things as you can in 30 seconds. The Battle of the Belt, Benting, Tim Knox, Ilana Meyer. Show me the fucking cards. AKA Zolaband.
I didn't even give you a clue yet.
Nelson Mandela.
Time.
Oh,
No.
and then you move forward as many as you got right. How many did we get, Uncle Gwizi?
Nothing.
Oh, not even Madiba?
Okay, you can have a point for Madiba.
30 seconds. A game where you actually have to know stuff.
So, folks, today we've learned that Paul is not racist, or maybe not as racist as Donald Trump. We found out that Gwede is not a sex doctor, unless perhaps you're the president. And we learned that if you wait long enough, you are likely to get a second chance. Or at least a paycheck.
Speaking of which, I'm off to spend mine. This has been the 117th State of the Puppet Nation. Goodbye.
Bye.